specifically a look at Proposition B at a proposed cost of $147 million. Let's put it all into focus. I'm Erica Harris, and this is Fox Southeast Texas.
This is the news at 9 on Fox Southeast Texas.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Early voting for the upcoming Beaumont bond election starts Monday, October 20th, marking the city's first bond in more than 40 years. For tonight's Fox Focus, we're breaking down Proposition B. Proposition B aims to invest over $147 million in Beaumont's future with 7 different projects that hope to enhance public safety, community services, and the overall quality of life. The issues included on the bond are the Beaumont Police Headquarters, Fire Station Number 4, public safety and technology improvements, facilities assessment and improvements, animal care and adoption, and a multi-purpose center at Alice Keith Park, also a multi-purpose sports and community facility. So now that we know what issues are included in this bond, let's put it into focus and take a deeper dive into each issue, starting with the police headquarters. You're taking a look at video previously captured by Fox Southeast Texas. The current police headquarters was built in 1974, and we're told it is now undersized and prone to flooding. Prop B includes funding for a new facility estimated to cost $61 million. This new facility will serve as a hub for police law enforcement and act as the primary location for the community to interact with police. The proposed facility aims to enhance public safety and serve as an updated space to house law enforcement units and store case evidence. Now let's take a look back and to see what Councilmember Corey Crenshaw had to say in August about adding this project to the bond and bundling it with other issues.
You know, if we're talking about the will of the survey and the will of the committee, and I've been hearing a unanimous from the committee being thrown at me like I'm somehow crazy for being against some of the projects in the bond, and we needed to give more weight to the committee and their unanimous decision. We are gutting 50% of the most important proposition. So I want everyone to be clear with that, because I do believe there will be some pushback from both the community and I would imagine the committee by us doing that.
Today, Fox Southeast Texas reporter Trey Sanchez sat down with Beaumont Police Chief Tim Oknashek to discuss how the projects on the bond will impact Beaumont Police. Here's an extended look at what he had to say.
So cameras expansion, whether it's license plate readers or facility cameras or intersection cameras, we have areas where there's either no fiber or fiber breaks that, you know, sometimes it's costly. We'll be able to look at softwares that advance the program. Technology is constantly updating, evolving. And as we get, you know, certain AI capabilities and you know, like our body-worn cameras and our in-car cameras through Axon feed into our system, so that expands our pool, getting people on board. Sometimes it takes money, and this will be yet another avenue for us to expand those technological capabilities.
The next issue we're diving into is Fire Station Number 4, located on West Lucas Drive. Fire Station 4 was built in 1954 and currently does not meet the space standards needed for modern firefighting and emergency response. Proposition B includes funding to replace the station, providing updated bays for fire engines and designated areas for training and wellness. The estimated cost of the replacement station, $6.7 million. A small portion of Proposition B would go to beefing up the city's surveillance system. And as Fox Southeast Texas reporter Trey Sanchez shows us, the city not only wants to improve facilities, but also public safety.
Proposition B for the upcoming November 4th bond election would raise $147.4 million to enhance public safety, community services, and quality of life.
Everybody on the committee, everybody, the mayor, everybody, when you talk about safety for residents of Beaumont, they fell in love with that.
The proposition includes a new police headquarters, replacement of Fire Station Number 4, and a modern animal care adoption center. It also includes citywide facility improvements, new multi-purpose facilities, and public safety technology.
We've had a huge amount of success both in clearing the cases, the speed of investigations.
That success is in large part to security cameras that tie into the real-time crime center.
We're getting everything from aggravated kidnappings to murders to, thefts.
The gradual improvement to creating a safer city is what Chief Oknichek hopes to continue.
It takes money for technology, and so this funding will help us improve.
Improvements for more security cameras, fiber feeds, and updated software for the real-time crime center could cost up to $1 million.
It will advance the ability of us to get the information that we need as quickly as possible so we can continue pulling down the crime.
Chief Oknichek says he's optimistic about the city's future with the declining crime rate in recent years.
If the public, doesn't feel safe to walk to the store or to, walk out of the store to the parking lot and get in their car and go home, that's a problem.
A problem Chief Oknichek hopes Beaumont citizens are ready to solve. Voters would be agreeing to an estimated tax impact of $7.94 per month on a $154,000 valuation, a price both the police chief and the bond committee believes is worth the investment. I'm Trey Sanchez, Fox News 9 o'clock.
Chief Oknichek says although it's an off year for national elections, he encourages citizens to go to the polls and vote. The next issue we're bringing into focus is the Animal Care and Adoption Center, a project that is estimated to cost just under $8 million. And we're taking a look at video previously captured by Fox Southeast Texas. Beaumont's current animal shelter was built for a smaller capacity and is not designed to meet current standards for animal care and adoption. Prop B includes funding for a new animal care and adoption center aiming to provide expanded space for kennels, better disease control, and dedicated areas for training. Prop B also includes $11.2 million for a multi-purpose center at Alice Keith Park in Beaumont South End. We're taking a look at video previously captured by Fox Southeast Texas. The proposed center would combine recreation facilities with classrooms and spaces to hold educational programs, training, and community events. The goal of the facility to help the youth stay engaged while also opening doors for future economic development. And the last project on the bond has an estimated cost of $50 million to create a new state-of-the-art sports and community center. The aim of the facility to host athletic competitions, recreational activities, and community events. The proposed facility would include a multi-purpose court layout to support a variety of sports, various youth leagues, and the Special Olympics. The facility also aiming to function as a venue to host year-round events. And now that we have put all of the projects on the bond into focus, let's talk about how this would impact you financially. The city breaking this down on the site BeaumontBonds.com. The total estimated cost of the Proposition B comes out to $147.4 million. The city has estimated the monthly tax impact it will have on citizens based on the average home price in Beaumont, which is valued at $154,000. Using this estimate, the estimated tax impact would come out to $7.95 a month. Of course, if your home is more than what it's valued there at $154,000, you would have to adjust the calculation for that. Now let's take a look at today's Fox Focus poll. The question, would you prefer to vote on individual bond items or vote how they are currently bundled. You can scan the QR code on your screen or find the poll on foxsoutheasttexas.com to cast your vote. And don't forget to leave us a comment on the KFDM Facebook page sharing your opinion, and we'll discuss the results later in the show. Let's take a look at the most recent bond that was passed in the city of Beaumont back in March of 1983. Voters in Beaumont approved a $16 million general obligation bond package specifically designed for drainage system improvements. This was the last time the city passed a bond, over 40 years ago. Voters in 1983 also approved an amendment to the city's home rule charter.
Now, the Fox Fastcast.
Well, we're looking pretty good outside. If you have plans for tomorrow morning into the afternoon, looks pretty good as we have dry weather dominate. Let's take a look at our sky cam. We're over at LIT right now, almost no wind, clear skies. May see a touch of ground fog around morning. On the WeatherNet, the Beaumont Country Club down to 72 after high of 90 there, pretty hot. And the winds have shut down. The humidity starting to come back up at 80%. And you can see some showers way down the coast down there around Corpus Christi and over toward Laredo, some clouds in that general area, but we still have the clear skies here locally. As we head toward the next few hours ahead toward daybreak, temperatures will continue to slowly fall, running in the 70s over a good chunk of the state, some 60s in the Texas Panhandle and South Plains. So what we're expecting now for the next few hours, we'll be dropping down around 67 by midnight, 61 by daybreak, so a little bit cool again, which is not bad, and we'll rise back up again to the upper 80s. A little bit later, we'll take a look at the 7-day outlook, get into more of the nuts and bolts of what we expect to happen over the next few days.
Coming up on Fox Southeast Texas, top headlines from Jasper and Hardin counties in tonight's Far and Wide segment. We continue tonight with a look at what's happening far and wide in Southeast Texas. First, our media partner Mike Lout with KJAS brings us a look at the latest news from Jasper County.
In the KJAS newsroom at Jasper, this is Mike Lout reporting. Well, it's been another day of woods fires, grass fires, and more. It all began very early this morning when the members of the Angelina River Fire Department were called back out to Highway 63 West at County Road 82, where it was reported that a fire that they had put out last night had rekindled again. Now, firemen soon had that fire under control, but then there were other fires breaking out during the day all around. The latest one on Farm to Market Road 2800, northwest of Jasper. A small parcel of land completely engulfed in flames in a short time due to the amount of dry conditions we have. Now, when will it end or when will it change? Unknown. The Keach-Byron Drought Index, which is the measuring stick of fire danger, has a maximum scale of 800. And in Jasper, Newton counties right now, it's between 600 and 700, almost in every area. And there are some spots of both counties that the Keach-Byron Drought Index is between 700 and 800. One spot where it's about 740 at the northwest side of Newton County. Now, as those fires continue, there have been other burn bans placed in effect today. Jasper County early this morning, and then Hardin County later in the morning, placing bans on burning in their counties altogether. Now that means that Jasper and Newton counties, as well as all of the surrounding counties, except for St. Augustine, are under a burn ban as we speak. And firemen are asking that you not only not burn outside, but that you be very careful with welding or anything else that might cause a spark. A dangerous situation. At the Newton County Courthouse, a jury was seated today and will begin hearing testimony as brought forth by the prosecution in the case of Betty Jean Richards, a Newton County woman who is accused of shooting the police chief of Newton, Will Jackson, at close range back in January of 2023. The good news is that Jackson only received some very minor injuries because he had a protective vest on that saved him. But he was shot not once but twice, but was not injured, only small marks on his skin. Once again, that jury selection today and the trial underway in the Newton County Courthouse. For those headlines and more, go to KJS.com. For Fox Southeast Texas, this is Mike Lout.
Thank you, Mike, for those updates. We hear now from our media partner, John Marble, with Silsbee Live to get the latest from Hardin County.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Today in Hardin County. I'm your host, John Marble, with Silsbee Live. Our top story tonight: a wildfire scare in Saratoga as flames reignited along Old Sour Lake Road over the weekend, putting firefighters back on high alert. Crews with the Saratoga Volunteer Fire Department were called back to the scene on Saturday after a previously contained blaze flared up again. The fire spread quickly throughout dry grass and brush, fueled by extreme drought conditions and low humidity. Firefighters worked throughout the day to bring the flames back under control, successfully preventing the fire from reaching nearby homes and buildings. While the fire is now contained, officials are sounding the alarm about fire danger in the region. They're asking residents to avoid any outdoor burning, even though there is currently no formal burn ban in place. The combination of dry vegetation, ongoing drought, and low humidity is creating the perfect storm for wildfires, and authorities say it only takes a spark. Officials are urging everyone to stay alert, report any signs of smoke or fire immediately, and hold off on any non-essential burning until the region sees significant rainfall. In community news, body slams and suplexes are getting a charitable twist this holiday season in Beaumont. Southern Star Wrestling, Odin Sons VC Motorcycle Club, and Teddy Morse Cowboy Harley Davidson are teaming up for a powerhouse event, the Heroes Holiday Benefit Brawl. The goal is to raise money and provide holiday meals for local veterans in need. Set for Friday, November 22nd at Teddy Morse's Cowboy Harley Davidson in Beaumont, this action-packed afternoon kicks off at 1 p.m. with the first bell ringing at 2. And while fans will be treated to big hits in the ring, the biggest impact will be outside of it. Every ticket sold helps put food on the table for veterans this holiday season. Tickets are just $15 for adults, $10 for kids under 13, and they're on sale now. Organizers say the buzz is already building and space may be limited. The doors open at 1 p.m. and the bell time is at 2 p.m. More details, including full match lineups, are coming soon. But this much is clear: it's not just a wrestling event. It's a way to honor our heroes and give back to those who serve. To RSVP or get updates, head to the event's Facebook page and get ready to rumble for a great cause. A big opportunity for Texans looking to further their education, and it won't cost a dime to apply. For 1 week only, application fees to any public college or university in the state are being waived. The dates for these fees being waived are October 13th through the 19th of this year. It's all part of the Texas Free College Application Week, happening now. The statewide initiative, led by Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, aims to break down financial barriers by waiving application fees for both first-time and transfer students. Students of all ages, from high school seniors to returning adults, are encouraged to take the next step toward a college degree by applying through applytexas.org, the state's official college application portal. That's all for what's happening today in Hardin County. Be sure to check out Silsbee Live for all your great event notifications and news from around Hardin County. And thank you for watching. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Thank you, John, for that reporting. You know the saying that you can smell the rain in the air? I ain't smelling nothing great.
Well, I know. We're trying to get it going. We do have a chance, and we'll kind of look into that on your Fox 4 Southeast Texas Beyond the 7-Day coming up.
Still to come tonight on Fox Southeast Texas, we're going to take a look at today's poll results and some of the comments we got on our Facebook post. Don't miss your chance to head over and cast your vote. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen or find the poll on our KFDM Facebook page to cast your vote. Don't forget to leave us a comment sharing your opinion, and we'll discuss the results later in the show.
I think everybody likes to look at the 7-day forecast because we always have the weekend in view. And of course, we have that coming up. And kind of see a quick overview that we are expecting some showers to return. And boy, we do need that. I mean, we're so dry here in Southeast Texas. It's been kind of a weird year. We've had a lot of rain early and in portions of the summer. So we got a lot of vegetation. Now we've shut off the rainfall, so everything's drying out. So you have a lot of fuel on the ground, and with low humidity, that's not helping. But there's a chance of a few showers around Friday, and particularly around Saturday we'll have that chance of rain. But we have some difficulties going on right now as far as getting some showers going. And the problem is we just don't have much moisture available. You can see by Thursday, it's trying to come back a little bit. The flow off the Gulf coming in from the southeast, but the deeper moisture is still way out here in the Gulf for Thursday. and it's going to take a while to get up here. So I do not expect any rain for tomorrow or Thursday, but we'll probably start seeing some clouds coming in. In fact, we're about halfway up the scale coming up by Thursday afternoon with the deeper moisture still out there in the Gulf. We get into Friday, well, things are looking a little more promising there. We have the nose of the deeper moisture starting to push up toward Houston. The deepest moisture is still offshore, but that's going to start getting us in a position where we can start seeing some showers going. So we're going to look at about 20% at that point with that southeast flow continue to push that moisture in from the southeast. Now, what we need is something to trigger it. Now, it's one thing just getting some afternoon showers going due to daytime heating, but we need a front or something like that to be in the area, and I think we'll see just that. We work into Saturday, a front will be moving down. You really can't see it too well here. It's up around Dallas late Saturday afternoon. You can see the wind shift out of the west, the flow off the Gulf. Look at all the showers we expect to develop. About a 40% coverage, and that may be conservative. We're going to go conservative for now, but I think as we work through the week, we may be able to raise that a little bit. Some of the heaviest rain, though, will likely be up well toward north around Shreveport, and then back down toward Lake Charles and Lafayette, back out into the Gulf. I would be kind of surprised if we see over 1 inch of rain, but a ½ inch to 1 inch would certainly help. That will not, though, solve the issue. So even if we get that type of rain, it's likely the burn bans will continue to remain in effect because it just doesn't last very long. So we're mainly talking about Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Of course, that could be some concern for Lamar football for the homecoming game at 3 o'clock. And of course, if we have any thunderstorms, that could definitely be a problem there. For high school football, though, 20% I think will be fine there. Behind all this, we finally begin to cool off a little bit. It's not a huge cool down, back down. A few scattered upper 50s in the lakes by Monday morning, mid 60s down along the coast. The really coolest areas up to our northwest, up around Amarillo, 53 degrees up there. And notice even though we do hit about 60 or so for the low, we'll still hit about 84 in the afternoon. So that's not a tremendous amount of cooling coming our way. So again, breaking it down for you, the best chance of rain really on Saturday, a small chance coming up on Friday. Forecast for tonight, upper 50s to near 60, kind of cool. Watch out for a little bit of ground fog. We saw a little bit of that this morning. If it happens, it won't last long. Visibility should still be okay. Same thing for the triangle. Look for those to be down toward the lower 60s, about 70 on the coast for light easterly winds. And then for tomorrow, we'll look for highs in the upper 80s, easterly winds up to 14 miles per hour, and also upper 80s for the triangle. Compared to normal, normal's about 84 degrees. So we're trying to get some of that rain going. I know the timing is not the best. It's a Saturday, and the worst of it could happen during Lamar's homecoming game, so that would not be good.
No. Get out a board game. Do people still do that, board games?
I used to all the time as a kid. You know, that's all we ever
me
did.
too.
But,
yeah.
Board games, I guess,
do
are obsolete.
something family-friendly indoors,
Yeah,
right?
I love those things.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, Greg.
All right, sure.
Well, coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at the results and some of the comments on today's Fox Focus poll. Now's your last chance to head on over there and cast your vote. You can scan the QR code on your screen or find the poll on our KFDM Facebook page to cast your vote. Results of our Fox Focus poll and take a look at some of your comments. Today for our Fox Focus poll, the question, would you prefer to vote on individual bond items or vote how they are currently bundled? And taking a look at the current results, we received almost 100 votes with an overwhelming 96% of the audience saying they'd rather see the bond itemized. So there you have it, 94% wanting it itemized. Now let's take a look at some of the comments we received on today's Fox Focus poll. And Chris says 98-2. At the moment, the city government is not listening to the people, folks. Maybe we should spend another $100K to explain it to council.